going. We got the stacks taken off. It is time for this thing to go to Crossville to semi-casual. Hopefully we're going to be getting some rear fenders on, getting the front hubs painted, the chrome oilers on, all of our caps on. Just a bunch of little stuff. The interior is not near done yet, obviously. And I've been seeing some dashes on TikTok. I forgot to tell you all this. I saw a Peterbilt that was white with a white dash with the white bezels around this. Looked pretty nasty. The all white did. And I know it's really surprising to everyone that we would do anything all white.
That would be crazy.
Because our color wheel only has 2 colors on it. White and occasionally a little bit of blue. But we're going to get this thing started, let it start building air, and then we've got a pretty badass Kenworth outside to haul us. And then PDI has been kind enough to let us borrow their low trailer. So I'm hoping that we don't have to take anything off and this thing can just drive right on there.
But the stacks, she got some shorties right now.
Yeah, I mean, she got little chodes on her right now. Hopefully when we start this though, it doesn't like dust the cab. But anyways,
we'll find out.
Yeah, let's get this thing loaded. I am not excited for this, not gonna lie, but I am excited for the rollers.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get this thing to semi-casual, get a game plan with them. Also, we gotta show everybody. Check this out. The boys put the back glass in this morning, and this thing comes pre-tinted.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. Probably throw a little more tin on it just because we're gangsters like that. You know, DOT bandits. But, yeah, let's get this thing started. Start heading across it. Jump pack. Alright, one more time. Yep, she dead. Dead. We'll jump back.
Oh, did you show them the shifter boot?
Yeah, check out the shifter plate. It's like chrome. We got this brown leather trim ring, and then Bubba got this on this morning. Let's see how it lasts. Oh yeah, buddy. It's so weird having a back glass in this thing now.
Yeah.
But it is already so much quieter. Oh, and the boys also got it where the shifter pedal was not grabbing the floor anymore. So I already feel like 10 times more of a Peterbilt, brother.
Yeah.
Trying to not walk the camera, man. What do you think, Joe? You sad to see her leave?
No. I'm excited to see our whole. Look at that, all that area we have back in our shop now. Yeah, that's what I'm most excited for.
We haven't seen certain parts of the shop in almost a year now.
Yeah.
It's like, hell, still pretty much since you've been here.
Basically, I'm so excited not to have to trip over semi-exhaust parts all over the place.
We're just gonna cruise real slow because we just gotta go straight on this trailer.
Roll this window down because it's hot out.
Yeah. I don't know if Chad knew that the second window was working now.
Yeah, we got that. Look at that dial.
That's pretty in here. It's a good view. I can just imagine me on the road, being right here.
Yep.
Just enjoying the wind in our face.
Should love
Barking at strangers. Me missing gears on the interstate.
Make grinding noises.
You know, it's all about the process, kids. We all learn.
So the transporter guy said hit it 4th gear tapped. I'm not sure that's a great idea, but
I'm not sure I'm going to try that because we got a 22-inch bumper and it hangs pretty low.
yeah,
But if the PDI truck goes on here, we can do it.
we can definitely fit on it then.
We're honestly,
Maybe roll up to it and then back up and get yourself some speed. But
honestly, in Peterbilt brother term, though, we're not that low.
no.
Because we don't have a car hauler axle or nothing.
We could go lower.
Man, I've never been so bricked up in the workplace as I am right now. And I'm so nervous because I'm looking at this ramp.
Yep. Trailer.
Yeah, so we may hit the bumper. Oh no.
It's close, but it's good.
That makes me more nervous.
Yeah.
Dude, what a day. I'm so nervous right now.
Worried about the T-bar too, scraping the rocks. Maybe that's why it's also so hard to start all the time. It hasn't been building enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's back up to like 12 right now, but it's still definitely low. What do we need? Are we good right here? Alright. Brother, I am nervous, but let's get out of this thing. I cannot wait to see this. I'm not gonna lie. Here, I'll take cameraman privileges back. Honestly, I want to see if you fall first. Did the mirror not work? Or the tires? Alright. Mine don't work either. Oh yeah. That's a random conundrum. We'll deal with that here in a minute. Don't fall.
It is actually a pretty far drop.
Yeah. Alright guys, so somehow we managed to get it on the trailer. You know, this is not like a big feat for other Peterbilt brothers. We was really nervous.
I feel like we conquered something today.
I feel like we did it great. Alright, everybody go home. We had a good day today. Nothing broke. It's on the trailer. We're going to head over to Crossville. Well, I'm going to head over. The boys are going to be here working on some other projects. But yeah, Peterbilt's on the trailer. Had about this much room. If it had a 20-inch bumper and a car hauler axle, we'd have a lot more clearance. Yeah. Obviously, it would go lower, but then we would have more clearance. It would all even out. But we went with the 22-inch bumper, and that's one of the downsides. It's really close to the ground. So hope that's not a problem. I'm really hoping the interstate's nice to me, but man, I see so many people having to eat tires on the interstate when they don't want to. I'm really thinking I drive at night when there's no one on the road, and I look the coolest. Agreed. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get this thing to Crossville. Enjoy the rollers. We're gonna get back to work. Okay, so we've got the Peterbilt semi-casual. We managed to escape the rain by like a minute. It literally started pouring the rain on it when we pulled in. But looks great, honestly. That's the most driving time I've had in it, moving it around and stuff. And it's not gonna be that bad. God, it is pouring here. But we're gonna leave it with them. They're gonna actually mount the shift fenders on. That's been a big question of if we were putting fenders on the truck. They're gonna mount shift fenders on them. They're gonna paint them white. They're gonna paint the frame brackets blue. And I think we've got a couple other small pieces to figure out. And we may end up painting the hub area on the front and the rear. That way we can run an exposed lug. But I'm not really sure yet, but I'm sure I'll get a game plan with those boys. Also, window chops. I've been wanting window chops on it since the beginning. They said we would just wait until it got here to do the window chops. So, kind of a update on the truck. Most of the interior is in, still missing some, still got to do the boot. It's actually pretty dark in here, you can't really see. But all they really have to do is paint work, and we've got mostly everything working in the interior. So when they're almost done with paint, we're probably going to come over here, slap the passenger seat in, slap the rest of the interior in, and then when we leave here, it should be a running and driving truck, ready to pull the trailer, ready to pull the show trucks. If you want to see this thing for the first time, August 22nd to 23rd here in Crossville, Tennessee, they are having a truck show, which is a big rig show. We'll have it there, and then after that, it'll be Smoky Mountain Truck Fest. So, yeah, we'll update y'all once we have some progress. So while we wait on semi-casual to give us some more progress on the Peterbilt, we're gonna hop back on the Tungsten truck. We finally got, well, some empty boxes now from S&S because Bubba, he needed some parts this morning, which is good.
Party on, buddy.
It's injectors in a pump. We're not gonna bore you every time we do the same thing over and over. But 12 mil high flow from S&S and some 100% overs, all but brand new. She's getting some nice parts. This thing's got some money put into it between the stage 3 Randy's and all the S&S parts. Currently, Bub, we never got your horsepower guess on the last video. What do you think?
I said 900.
9?
Mm-hmm.
It depends. Your truck has a hot set of injectors in it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where my
smaller turbo though.
Correct, but those injectors are spicy. Mm-hmm. They always even the flow sheets on those injectors when I first got them, like those injectors flowed a little better than they were supposed to. Anyways, yeah, so 12 mil, 100 overs, 472. I'm gonna bet about 840 because the 68. It probably will do more than that, but with the stock rods, I'm not sure how much farther we'll push that. I know I've talked to Levon before, and he said a 472 and 150s would do over 1,000. And
I also know Levon, you'll get there and he'll say, well, you'll never know. Mm-hmm. We should push it.
And I'm usually the one to fall for the peer pressure every time. Definitely don't want to set of factory bent rods though. We've done that game before.
We put rods in.
Yeah. Well, when it's 70 degrees outside and you start something and it sounds like it's cold starting.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. But
that's a myth.
Yeah.
I heard that was a myth.
Anyways, yeah, that shit never actually happened. But we made some cool decisions on the wheels. You guys saw the wheels in the last video, but my God, do they look good on it.
So sick.
I am in love with that. So we actually left the windows, we left the milling on the windows. Chad brushed the wheels, and then the white is on the back to match the calipers and stuff. And man, that is It's really subtle. You don't really see the white. It kind of just looks like it carries off the brush, but I'm pretty excited to see it at night with like rock lights.
Rock lights are going to make it show.
I know we don't like wheel lights, but if we did end up eventually doing them on this truck with the white backed wheels, it would look sick.
I think you're sick.
Yeah,
I don't like wheel lights. I really don't. I think they're ghetto. Also, the known roll pin problem of them not sticking. But we have an idea with some different adhesive and some adhesive promoter. So we're going to get that to stick because who wants a truck that the
Today's a bad day to make it stick.
It's been really cold and really, well, not really
Humidity.
cold. The humidity's been bad.
is so bad.
And then actually cold would have been better. It's been so hot that the glue actually came back off. So we got a local body shop that's got some tricks. They're gonna probably help us out. And yeah, so realistically, the Tungsten could start today. Correct?
Yeah.
We got fuel.
You have to actually get fuel though.
We need actual fuel for the truck. Yes, that would be a great idea. We got injectors. We got the pump. The turbo is on. The downpipe is on. The boys, you did the full exhaust, right?
Yeah. We just got to bleed the brakes.
Yeah, bleed the brakes. Also, Polar Diesel, fully polished 5-inch exhaust is just straight nasty. That's all we're gonna say. I don't know how much of it you're gonna see. Still have to adjust the tailpipe. I'm not sure how I feel about it. See, this side stuck a little better, but yeah, fully polished 5-inch stainless all the way front to back. That's pretty cool, I think. It's a nice touch. This thing's getting some nice parts on it, but we got well, what are we doing next? About the rocker box.
I gotta do overhead.
Oh, that too. Yeah. Before we put any more parts in your way, and then trans dipstick. Throw some Hot Shots fluid in this trans. And potentially start this thing today. We've got a startup file, so I'm ready to party. I don't know about y'all. I want to hear her. We're going to be missing some parts. A map sensor. That's Joey's normal thing, no?
Oh yeah, the horn.
Our intake horn is not back from powder yet. So, also good news, the Black Market Performance Kit that I ordered for this thing shows to deliver today. So if we wanted to change our mind and try that on, we probably could.
Oh, the V-band style.
Yeah, we'll see. We ordered this kit off the internet. It's kind of a little teamy looking, but we'll see if it's kind of nice. But
We'll let you know.
yeah, we'll let you know. All right, we're gonna get back to work. We need to get the front fender flares on this thing. The front fender wells in it. Is there a reason we don't need to put the fender wells in besides charge piping, or should we just go ahead and do that real quick?
Well, we have to put the pipes on. It's a lot easier.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna let him do overhead. We'll slap the intercooler on, the bumper on, and we'll start putting some piping on. Be right back. All right, chat. So we've got the top end of the truck wrapped up, valve covers on, everything. It is pretty much ready to start. We got to get it warmed up, get the oil temp up, and then we got to do a hot retorque and redo the valve lash. That is probably the least fun part, but honestly, it's really not that bad. Yeah, we got all of our little billet caps. We actually sell these on our website. So we have the washer fluid cap, we have the power steering fluid cap, and then we have the brake fluid reservoir cap. Now, if you do want to run our billet brake fluid reservoir cap, you have to run a 5th gen cap, which is a little bit bigger. See, here's the 4th gen one, here's the 5th gen one. So you can order them for a 5th gen off our website, just know you need to get a 5th gen cap. But besides that, we're gonna throw some trans fluid in it. It's already got some Hot Shots oil in it, and then Hot Shots also hooked us up on some transmission fluid. So this thing's getting all the goodies when it comes to fluid. Besides that, me and Joey got the brakes bled. I think get trans fluid in, and then get some diesel, and then this thing's about ready to start. We'll throw the front wheels on, roll it back a little bit, so I can get in the interior to start doing the computer doodad stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to hear this thing run today. I mean, it's gonna sound like every other 2nd gen swap Cummins, but
It's your favorite sound though.
I was about to say it's my favorite sound in the world, so it doesn't really bother me a bit. Might even sound a little weirder because it's gonna be missing an intake horn and should whistle pretty loud.
Yeah, no boost.
Yeah, no boost today. But we'll get it started, run through the motions with the trans, and probably throw it into a, well, usually on the 68, if I'm correct, Bubba, I can't remember, we rarely do 68s. I'm pretty sure we did our relearn while we're driving it.
Oh, you had to do a relearn and then drive it.
I couldn't remember, I thought we had to move and then do it. Anyways, can't remember the procedure in which it's done in. I think Randy's has a thing. We don't really fool with Mini 68s. Now, if it's a 48 with a full manual valve body, we know exactly what to do to mess that up.
I was gonna say to set that up, we don't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, coolant. We got to put the coolant pipe on. We're actually going to start it with no coolant in it though. Get her all hot and stuff, and see how she sounds. I'm ready for it. But let's put some trans fluid in. Also, if you don't run Hot Shots trans fluid, what are you doing? So we had a little bit of an oil leak, so we're gonna pull the turbo supply line back off. Can't remember if we put an O-ring on it or not. I think I put it on. I'll take the blame.
I already seen it. I think I already seen it.
I'm pretty sure I put an O-ring on it, but we may have to put a bigger one.
Yeah, maybe you need a bigger one or something.
That one was pretty tight to get on there, and maybe we need like a thicker O-ring. It's pretty small.
So there's a washer too. You can use the rubberized crush washers.
Oh,
if we have one.
Like off a banjo bolt?
And they work really, really well.
Should have some.
What about the banjo bolt you just threw away like 10 minutes ago?
Didn't have a crush washer on. We have a crush washer kit.
With a rubber in it, it has to have rubber inside of it.
It has to be like the silver and black ones. And they're like,
Not in that kit.
it looks like an AC gasket. But anyways, we're gonna get this oil leak fixed. Start her back up. Started up great. Sounded good. We're gonna get her hot, get her up to temp, 180, 190 degrees, somewhere in that range, and then we're gonna tear this thing back apart and hot torque it, get it ready. But yeah, she started, so that's the first process. Probably gonna run it through the gears a little bit, throw it in reverse, neutral drive a little bit, and let it suck down a little fluid, and then we'll hop on the snap-on scan tool. We'll open up the clutch packs on the old 68, so that this thing might live a little bit. But we'll be right back. Take two. What do we think? Better O-ring? We got it this time, chat?
Hopefully.
To be honest, out of every fluid and everything that we've done, one small oil supply line leak is really great.
And it was actually tight. It was just maybe the O-ring's not.
It's just a crappy O-ring. Nothing was loose.
We're getting better.
Yeah, we're getting better. We do it right because we do it 7 times. Yeah. All right, start it. That and. Man, you'd almost think we are starting to kind of know what we're doing. Let's see what we got here. Fun fact for any Fortune owners that don't know this, or 15, I think does it too. If you're at idle and you click your cruise on, so you do on and set, you can bump up your idle. So you don't have to sit here and hold your throttle. Sounds good though. It says we're making currently 34 pounds of boost though, so something's wrong there. I could imagine the coolant would be low right now.
I think your high beams are out.
I could imagine the high beams also wouldn't work right now. I could also imagine Tater is running from this. Yeah. Tater.
It's just on a high idle. Here's mine idling. It's high idle.
Tater does not like trucks. Kind of a weird place for Tater to work, you know?
Not the best employee.
Man, I forgot how much I love this interior. It's a good day.
No more oil leaks, so that's good.
It's tungsten build pretty much done. We're lacking, what are we lacking, bub? Anything really? Just heads and tails?
Yeah. After heads and tails, we can put the grill in and
I don't know if they noticed in videos, but the headlights and the taillights, it's good to admit your faults. We're just gonna go ahead and point it out. There's 2 to 3 shades of PW7. The headlights and taillights, because he did not have a paint sample, Michael over at 2-3, were 1 shade off, and once they got in the truck, they did not look great. I showed pictures to Michael, and he didn't have to take care of this, and he didn't have to do this, because it's kind of our fault for not providing a paint sample. He said, take those out, send those back to me. I'm gonna get them matched to a piece, so we sent a piece with him. Anyways, he's getting it fixed. You know, stuff happens, guys. You know, when he's in Florida, we're in Tennessee.
definitely wasn't our fault though. I don't know.
Definitely wasn't our. It was definitely. Sorry, Michael, it was your fault. But anyways, so we got the bumper on. We got our. Also, I'm just gonna point out these are brushed when they come in. These are Amazon billet tow hooks. Just because I didn't feel like paying $400 for a certain brand of them.
I actually dig them. I really want to polish that for mine. Joey said he liked them too.
Honestly, they're a brushed silver finish when you get them. Oh, we powdered the bumper brackets because they were pretty roached looking. But yeah, honestly, great buy from Amazon, like $80. All the Fortune guys, I know you're about to hit that link on Amazon. Oh, I should drop an associates link. Don't they have that on Amazon?
Yeah, but a little backstory. I would never tie to them because they're 2-piece.
Oh yeah, so the back plate is 1 piece and this is another piece and it's bolted in. So
it's an M8
so
bolt holding them
they're
together.
not really tow hooks, but they're billet and they're called tow hooks. So
They identify as
a woman's.
a woman's.
A woman's. Anyways, yeah, truck turned out great though. We got we're gonna be releasing these soon too. We just gotta make a little bit of modifications to it. This is an FP dipstick support bracket. We've got those. You've probably seen one on Sally. We have one on here. I just gave Bubba one for his truck. He's got to get powdered. And then I think we still need one for that truck, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got to send a couple more to powdered. We're going to keep them in stock in like black, silver, and probably white. And then raw. So if you want one of those, that's a nice little grab because who wants to see this? That's actually stout.
Yeah, mine doesn't have one, and when the truck's running, it kind of just sits there and bobbles around.
Yeah. But we got our coolant pipe on, fuse box cover, and our coolant reservoir cover, and all of our caps. These are all things we sell on the website and we keep in stock. Coolant pipes we're out of right now. Working on that. And then, you know, honestly, this truck is pretty simple in hindsight of everything else we built, but it's just clean, guys. Hood mirror turned out sick. Huge thank you to Fast Fabrication.
My head touches it.
Yeah. We're gonna leave the little smudge that's from Bubba's head. It just happens, you know, man. It gets hot out here. So yeah, we just need to top off some fluids, I believe, after we test drive it. Do a couple more quick learns. Then it's time to throw this thing on the dyno. Our boys over at Fire Punk have volunteered to let us bother them for a day and borrow their dyno again. So we'll go up there and film another video like we did with Bubba's truck. It was a pretty fun day. So
I had a ball.
we'll replicate it. Except you were a nervous wreck, just
yeah,
thinking your truck was going to scatter the whole
my
day.
teeth were kind of chattering the whole time. I felt like I had to pee the whole time. It was just kind of
I really had to bully him into the full drive launch. Don't worry, you don't have to bully me. I'm going to do it anyways.
Hold him to that, chat. So.
I definitely will. I do not care. Anyways, we have warranty on everything currently. Unless they see this video and they see that I said I was doing a full drive launch.
He's not doing a four-wheel drive. His foot slipped. and hit.
And all 4 tires grabbed. Anyways, yeah, truck turned out great. JTXs. I'm going to say this is my top 2 favorite sets of wheels I've ever had. These are the wheels off the bag trucks. We even ended up with the tires. We got some Lexanis in. They just weren't right. Like, they were a little bit too narrow. We're not sponsored by Lexani. I have no idea who owns it, so I don't care to dog them. The tire size was the same as this one, but they were really narrow, so we just put these back on. They look great. The truck should full turn, no rub, with stock springs in the front. And then we just got our FP reservoir plates, or I guess they're not even resi plates. We didn't even do resi shocks on this thing. Also, Fox resi shocks. We have a myth that they don't work. Like you take the resi off and there's nothing in it.
There's a video on TikTok about that. Where a dude pulled it apart and nothing happened.
There should be nitrogen in them, but I have a theory that Fox resi shocks, the resi is for looks, and there's nothing connected. Like that fitting is just spun in the side.
But I mean, resis do look good, even if they are fake.
I don't know a lot about shocks though, so.
I feel like it has to be like a bigger diameter, cause like those, they're like so tiny. It's gotta be like a bigger diameter to run the nitrogen to it.
Well, those are just 2-inch shocks though.
True.
We have
Let's take those apart.
The Kings.
Let's take those apart.
I will say there's a big difference between the Kings and the Foxes.
That's what I'm saying. Like
The Kings on my 6th gen, like when I'm going down my road, it's got a pretty bumpy patch, and when you're driving that thing, even with 14 wides, it's it's just
You've
smooth.
got a
It eats
half-inch
it.
line though, and that's like a freaking quarter.
Well, also half-inch bigger shock.
2 different sizes.
Yeah. And then like the 450, when I drive it with the Fox shocks down that road, it just which it's a 450. But
That's true.
anyways, shocks do make a difference apparently, unless you buy the fake resis.
Who would do that?
Little myth bust, even though every other truck I own has the fake resis on. Actually,
Take one off.
that one has Kings, that one has Kings. 450 is the only one with fake resis right now. We're just calling them that. I don't know. We're not sponsored by Fox either, so.
The truck you drive daily has a.
No.
What we could do is we could take the Foxes out of Sally
Yeah, those are just 2.0s. They don't have resis.
and do a swap-a-roo and see if it rides different.
Well, that thing rides that crap regardless, probably. So.
Actually,
Actually,
how it rides in a circle.
honestly, last time I had the cruise control set doing circles, it really didn't ride that great, Joey.
It felt a few bumps. It was just tires blowing the bumps.
Those children being hit. It was a school zone. Anyway, brutal joke. Sorry. Anyways, we still got to put the door panels on. God, I love this interior. I'm so happy to see this truck back, and I'm ready to drive it. Got the mirrors on. We got to do a little bit of wiring and stuff tomorrow, but the Tungsten truck's pretty much wrapped up for now. If you've ever bought a 4th-gen roll pan, you know about this problem. We have an idea to fix it. Don't worry, that will be fixed. Before it goes anywhere or does anything, that will be fixed. And then, like I said, taillights, headlights, we got a little bit of interior work to do. And then we do have a 3rd brake light coming. Have no fear. 2-3 Designs hooked us up on a 3rd brake light too. But appreciate y'all for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Big Peterbilt videos coming soon. Hopefully we're picking that thing up next week, guys. You know,
That'd be sick.
Hope to be grabbing gears and passing people,
There you say
friends. We'll see you on the next video. Subscribe, like, and comment.